All right, folks, we're going to take a look at the foreign currencies tonight here on Sunday night. We're back up to the 61% retracement here. And you can see we had this big range here on Friday, probably related to what was going on in stocks and everything else. But we're in an area where we've got to be looking to buy the euro, and I'll show you why when we get to the US dollar index. And remember, the euro is 53% of the US dollar index. Now, if we go down to a 15-minute chart, you're going to see we had this huge run up here uh, on Friday. There is the run right here. So what I would be watching for, if this is correct and it's really bullish, is to watch for a 382 retracement. That would bring it down to right about here. That would bring it down about 60 pips, which is really close to the harmonic number. So watch it right here. Now, remember, if it's coming straight down, wait till it makes some type of a little bottom in here before you buy it. Wait for at least 1 bar or 2 bars on a 15-minute chart. And your stop has got to go 50 pips. It's got to be down here at the below this 120, 124 level. Okay, now we'll move on here to the Australian dollar. This is one that we've been watching for quite some time. This is important, folks, to what this overall market may be doing, and that is, remember, Australia is really heavily connected to the commodity departments of China and other places like this. And you'll notice we made that perfect ABCD pattern here on November 1st, and look how we're accelerating to the downside. Just the ABCD on this would take this thing, way down below this level here, just on your ABCD. So this very oversold. Let's just move this for a 4-hour here. We might be able to see a small retracement. There wasn't even a 382 on any of these moves here, folks. Oh, I beg your pardon. There was one right here. There's your 382 right here. So if it did that, it probably did the second one. Let's just double check. Ooh, comes within 5 pips of the second one. So we're getting close to this ABCD. Let's just measure that because we are very close to an overbought, and we're down near the 1.618, and there it is down here at the 1.618. So watch this right below 70 tonight for a potential buy. Because it's so oversold for one thing, and your risk is not going to be much, but needs to get just a little bit below the 71 level. And anything below, if you start going below 70, 88 or gaps down below that, I wouldn't mess with it. But that is a nice ABCD over a 1-month period. And you'll see here the 382 came in at 0.36. Boy, that's really close. So we're pretty much spot on to looking at that one for a rally in the Australian dollar. This is the dollar index that we want to talk about. I want to get it up on the weekly basis. We've seen it many times, but we're going to see it again. Let's get this 1 second to straighten this up here, and then we'll be just fine eventually. There we go. And then we'll just move to the weekly chart, and you'll be able to see what we're looking at. Move this over just a tiny bit. There's the ABCDs. There's the 50% retracements. You can see the hanging man pattern here. Let's call it like it is, folks. It's a shooting star. There's your 50% retracement. It got as high as 96, 94. Wow, almost there. We backed off about 90 pips. So if this is correct, we should start down. Now, looking at this on a shorter term basis, with this big break like this, you want to do the opposite of what we're doing. You want to watch for a 382 in the dollar index up here, about another 30 or 40 pips. Okay, now we'll move back here. The British pound, very interesting here, folks. We're at major support here. Let's just get this British pound one up here for your perusal here. And give me a second here, and we'll get this straightened up. All right, and we'll just go to a daily. I think you'll be able to see it clearly enough. And there we are. We're right there on the 61% retracement. And this is ready to have a rally here in the British pound. So keep an eye on that. Anything below this level right here, something's wrong, but we should get ready for a rally here in the British pound. And the minimum rally would be at least a 382 of this move right here. That would take you up about 150 pips, at least as a minimum rally. And your risk here is about 50, so that's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And then the Japanese yen, will turn this around. Should be doing it the other way, but that's the way it looks. You'll notice here on the weekly, we did get up to that level. We had the same type of action. Try to find a place to, on a retracement here to get short the the dollar versus the yen. And hold on one second here. And here's the dollar versus the Canadian. We've already looked at this before, but we're going to look at it again. Just 1 second here to get this up here one more time. This computer is very sensitive, so let's move on here to a daily chart. And you'll see here that we've popped up above the 78% level. This big move like this, folks, this is tells you you're probably going to go higher. So unless you get back below this, you can't really short it, in my opinion. You went up to the 50%, you backed off 3 days. You went to the 78, almost backed off 3 days. And it looks like it's wanting to head higher. So that's what we're looking at. Now, I won't bring another video out for another hour or so till they open in New York at around 4:30. And then we will take it'll be 6 o'clock New York time. And then we will see what the stock indices are doing and also the crude oil complex. So that's it. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.